Last week was the Southern Rhône, the GSM blend, warmth and generosity. This week we go north and everything changes. The Rhône is where Syrah works alone, on steep granite slopes above the river, in conditions that produce some of the most precise and structured wines in the world. Let me show you what I mean. The Northern Rhône geography, just so narrow. It's a corridor that's only about 70 kilometers, which would be 42 miles wide. It's got steep terraced vineyards and granite everywhere. The drive from Châteauneuf-du-Pape, which is basically 2 hours straight north, we arrived on a cold, clear November morning, and we arrived in Tain-l'Hermitage and seeing the hill for the first time. It was spectacular. The Hill of Hermitage, it's south-facing. It's 136 hectares. Hectares are about 2.5 acres. So you'll have to do the math there. It's hand-farmed because machinery cannot make it up those slopes. So people actually have to go up there with a pail, with clippers, and do the work and do it all on foot and haul their equipment up and down the slopes. This has been under cultivation since Roman times. And part of that is because when the Roman soldiers came through, one of the first areas they went through was the Rhône because they landed in Marseille. And they immediately recognized the slopes of the Northern Rhône looked just like the mountainous region around Rome that they were accustomed to growing wine on. So even though there was wine naturally in some of these areas, this was the first part of France that was domesticated to growing wine. The key appellations that you'll want to know about include Hermitage, Crozes-Hermitage, Cornas, Côte-Rôtie, and Saint-Joseph. What Syrah tastes like in the Northern Rhône, it's dark fruit, black pepper, and a savory, meaty quality, and it has a lot of structure. How it differs from the Southern Rhône? Well, the Southern Rhône, as we've talked about, blends. The Northern Rhône does not. It's got one varietal. It's got Syrah. It's more restrained, it's more structured, and it's much more granitic than the Southern Rhône. So quick note, in Australia, this same grape is called Shiraz. The climate is warmer, so the grapes are more generous. The Australian climate is warmer, so those grapes and the Shiraz wine is a little bit more generous than what you'll find in the south of France. We'll explore that later in the year, but for now we're in France and we're on Granite. Tuesday, Syrah the grape in depth. Thursday, peppercorn-crusted ribeye. The pairing that makes complete sense once you understand what the wine is doing. Full guide is on the blog, and I'll see you there.